Welcome to episode 344 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
And we also have producer Gerald behind the glass.
We know that is a full house.
Guiding us through.
A powerful threesome.
Three of a kind.
Three of a kind. That's we've never gone with that, I don't think.
Three's Company.
Good show. What about Three's a Crowd, though?
I don't know, I guess. I don't know.
People say that.
It probably depends on the situation.
That monkey that he has pulled up has a center part.
Yes, it's odd. Very, it's a very 1920s monkey right there.
The monkey's rocking a hard center part. I'm not upset about it.
And he's got it's almost like he's got the center part with it feathered.
Right. It does something at the ends for sure.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. Man, I like monkeys a lot.
They're an interesting animal. They're also assholes.
Yeah, but they're like unapologetic about it.
Yeah. I mean, I get, yeah. They're just like, here, I'm just going to throw my shit on you and haha.
Yeah, you see monkeys do asshole things, but at no time do they seem like they care.
Right.
Shout out to monkeys right off the bat.
Let's do that.
Any monkeys listening, we appreciate you.
Yes. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your monkey friends about us. Now, I will say, when you get gorilla status, you're slightly more concerning.
We talked about gorillas last week, I believe.
Yeah, so, or 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago.
Whenever it was.
Because these shows are just one big clump of entertainment.
Yes, that's all we do. It's entertainment all just runs together.
The real problem is, we talk outside the show, so I can't remember what occurred where.
Right.
Like, did we just talk about that one night, or did it happen on here? How many episodes ago? I don't know,
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what we talked about when.
I can't remember anything. So this is just one more thing on the list.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, it's just one more thing that I can't remember.
You can't remember anything.
I have the memory of a goldfish, and I don't even know. Like, I even at one point brought it up to my doctor, and he was like, some people don't have good short-term memory.
It's true.
Just like a throwaway, like he didn't even care.
He probably doesn't. He's just like, oh, well, that is what it is. Sorry.
He also came in one time eating a yogurt, and I thought that was unprofessional.
I don't think so. If he was eating a big, greasy bacon cheddar burger, it probably would have been unprofessional.
He came in with a Baconator, and he's like, sorry, just finishing up my lunch. I'd be like, hey, wait a second. Wait a second. He had a yogurt, and he was like, sorry, just grabbing a quick lunch. And I was like, you couldn't finish the 2 spoonfuls before you walked in here?
How long had you been waiting, though? Because
forever. It was at the doctor's.
Right. I mean, I get it at that point. What's 2 extra scoops of yogurt?
Right.
But
that's never seemed to play into their feelings at all, is how long I've been waiting. They're like, oh, sorry for the wait. It's like, yeah, fuck it. I quit anyway. I quit my job so I could be here. It's fine.
Right. I had to take vacation days, plural.
Right, yeah.
So I could come to this one appointment.
Yeah. I mean, you guys know how many people you can see in a day, but I get it. Got to overbook. I get it. You're like American Airlines. You just keep selling those fucking tickets.
Just keep it going.
It's been a week.
It has been a week.
It's been hot as shit here.
Not here. It's rained pretty much every day here.
It's been miserably hot here. So
you love it. Don't lie.
It's fun. I mean, I know what I'm getting out of it. This is not unexpected for this time of the year.
Right. That's the big difference.
But when it's a heat index of 110 and it's 90% humidity, it's not cool to hang out outside.
Well, that's true. That is true.
Especially if you work outside, that's not cool.
All you do is walk around outside. You don't work outside.
Yeah, but I have to be in it. That's working. I paid to walk, and it's
like you're out there digging a ditch or.
That's what I do on my weekends. I just ditch dig.
That's not what you do on your weekends. You probably do dig a bunch of holes, but
I dig more than I'm comfortable with. But yeah, it's exhausting.
But yeah, it's hot out. Yeah, it's hot in the sun. You're right.
Yeah,
it gets
just
hot
drains
in the sun
you.
and it wears you out.
Yeah, so I haven't played as much as I want to. I've been going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, so I'm not really accomplishing anything because my body's trained not to have hours of sleep. So I just go to bed early, but then I wake up at like 5 o'clock ready to seize the day. But I played a lot of Farm Together. Still playing that totally alone. Farming alone. Still chasing that platinum.
You think you're going to try to get it?
Yeah, I'm down basically to the trophies now that are just going to come with time.
Gotcha.
So it's like plow 50,000 spots, get so many diamonds, so many ribbons. It'll all just come with time now. But I got to keep playing it because a lot of it is, the game is not, you don't earn money when you're not on.
Right.
you got to at least have the system on. So I've done a lot of having it on but not playing and letting the money build up.
Yep.
So it looks like I've played more than I actually have. I've falsified my gaming hours a little bit by just leaving it running while I like mow the yard and stuff.
I assume that's kind of what was happening a few times.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you can leave it running, and then every 30 minutes you can walk in, hit some buttons, and then leave it running again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still kind of passively generating stuff. I got to get in No Man's Sky VR. The Beyond update hit. And our friend Patman, friend of the show Patman, he played it, and he said it's life-changing.
Really?
Yes, he said it is like the most amazing experience. He said
heard
when you walk to your ship and you get in and you fly into space,
yeah,
it is incredible.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot that it really one of the big things I've read about it is that it really gives you a better sense of the scale of the world.
Mm-hmm. He did say the visuals are downgraded a little bit.
I heard
but
that
he said
too.
it does not matter at all. It's just incredible. So I have plans to get into that really soon. I'm sad that I didn't play it before this week so I could talk about it. But that's definitely on the agenda. I played some Rocket League this week, easing back into that because we're getting close to the end of the season we're on. Getting ready to start a new season, I think, on the 27th.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
So we're getting close there. And played some more Fallout 76. The game's still okay.
Yeah, I didn't play too much this week. I jumped into some Fallout 76 with you guys. Some Rocket League. I did that on my own because you guys were playing, I think, Fallout 76, actually.
I think I was in Farm together that night.
Yes, you were. You
Howard
were in Farm
was in
together.
76,
Howard was
and
in 76 because we commented how all three of us were playing. We're in a party and none of us playing the same games.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then I just been working my way through Wolfenstein, Youngblood.
How you liking that?
I like it. It's a little different than Wolfensteins that I'm used to, because it's very much, you don't open up. There's parts of it's much smaller maps, but you have to wait until you get a certain ability or hit a certain level threshold to go, and you have to go back to a part of the map you've already been on to enter a different part of that map that you didn't have access to before. So
a lot of backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking. We hear it a lot, but very much like Metroid, where you get a new ability that now allows you to go back to this area and get in. So there's a lot of that. So it's a little different. It's taking a little bit of getting used to. But I enjoy it. I mean, the gameplay, it feels like Wolfenstein, and those guns are awesome. It feels like they're supposed to feel.
Which sister are you playing as?
I can't remember their names. The blonde.
Sophie. I don't remember the other one's name.
I think it starts with an A.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I'm playing as Sophie. Whoever the blonde one is who I'm playing.
Can you look that up, Gerald? Can you look up Wolfenstein Youngblood sisters? It's like Sophie and something, right? It is Sophie.
I know it's Sophie. I don't know if I am playing. I'm playing as whoever the blonde is. That's what I know.
I like how Youngblood Switch is the first thing that popped up. Somebody wants that game on the Switch.
They do.
Two sisters, Sophie and Jess.
Mm-hmm. I might be playing. I can't remember which one is which. But I'm blonde.
Blaskowitz.
I'm blonde. That's what I know. Yeah, you're looking for Dad. He went missing in
Papa Bear.
In Paris.
Looking for the Papa.
Well, they're from America, but
so they don't say that.
No, they don't say Papa. They
Papa.
speak.
Papa.
But everyone over there is part of a French resistance, so
seems right. I think I think you're Sophie.
Yeah, I thought it was Sophie. Whoever the blonde is, that's who I am. The blonde with the short hair.
Like a bob cut?
It's more like a manic pixie girl cut,
Okay. Like a pixie cut.
Like
So it's real short hair.
Yeah, it's real short hair, but it's got like a little bit of bang. Just a very small like the late 90s, early 2000s rom-com.
I got you.
Dream girl,
Yeah. Welcome to the Haircast. We're a cut above.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh!
Been waiting for this moment.
Show's over.
Oh, man. So is that it for you?
Yeah, that's all I've played. I really haven't played. I'm much like you. I'm tired when I get home. I'd like spending time with my wife, so we watch a few things, and then I either get on for an hour or so, or
don't,
or go to bed. Yeah,
right. Either play or don't. Is there anything on the horizon that you're thinking you're gonna purchase or is gonna pull you back in?
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff coming up because probably after the first of the month is when I'm gonna be picking up my Switch.
Okay, so we're gonna lead into this. There's gonna be more Switch talk down the road.
Yeah.
So we'll throw that all in there.
So
it's a little Nintendo heavy on the front end of this show.
It is, but that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna be hitting. I'm gonna be picking some stuff up for the Switch to play.
You want to jump into the news? You have anything you want to add? You have any fun stories?
I'd have no fun stories. No, I had no fun this week.
Any shenanigans that happened during the week?
No, other than praying for death a few different times, no.
Oh, okay. So just a normal week.
Normal week, yep.
Yeah. Just praying for the sweet release, I get you.
Yeah.
Me too. It was just, I worked, I came home. Sometimes I played, sometimes I went to bed, then I worked, came home. Sometimes I played, sometimes I didn't.
Yeah, this adulting shit sucks.
Mm-hmm. So, let's jump into the news. The first story is maybe not surprising, but I think it's nice to hear them say it.
Mm-hmm.
I also kind of think it shows you really where Microsoft is at.
Yep.
So
Microsoft's definitely making some changes to the way they do things. I definitely believe that they're broadening their horizons, and I think you're going to see some interesting things from them over the course of time.
So Xbox Studio boss Matt Booty, his real name,
nice,
told Game Informer that there's going to be some changes more or less to the way games are released from some of their newly acquired studios, and deciding on whether or not they'll be multi-platform will be a case-by-case basis. So he said, I think the question is less binary. Should it be on Switch? Should it be on PlayStation and more? Does it make sense for the franchise? In other words, is it the kind of game that would benefit from the network effect of being on a bunch of different platforms? Or is it a game that we can best support by putting it on the resource and making sure that our platform, things like the xCloud and Game Pass and Xbox Live, are really leaning into the support the game? I think that's smart.
I do.
He was asked more specifically about whether or not Double Fine games will be on multi-platforms going forward. And he replied, yeah, I think we would. I think we would probably do that. Of course, the Outer Worlds, Obsidian's new game, and Double Fine's new game. I don't remember what it is.
I remember it though.
Psychonauts 2. Those were previously both announced for PlayStation, so we're not talking about those. Those two will still come to PlayStation like normal. Mm-hmm. We're talking about future titles. And this, I mean, nothing that GameStop, fuck GameStop, they're dead. Nothing that Xbox has done in the last 3 years plays right into it.
It does.
They want to be a service company.
Yep.
It feels that way. Yes, they're coming out with a Scarlet, but they want Xbox Live everywhere. They want Game Pass everywhere. They want xCloud to be a thing that video games use, and they've shown, with Minecraft, it would be silly to take Minecraft off of PlayStation because it makes a ton of money.
Yeah, I actually think this thing, these changes that Microsoft's making, I think the fruition of these was probably their disastrous Xbox One reveal, the first one. Because a lot of what they've proposed since then actually plays into a lot of the ideas that they had for that console originally, before they, gave in to the consumers or gave in to the hype or whatever. But I think this was really always part of a long-term plan that they were going to be scaling back to, they were, instead of going for width, they're going to be going for depth. They're going to be covering a bunch of different systems, consoles, ideas, properties. I think it's really interesting. I do think that this really did get pushed forward more so outside their original circle of what they probably had for it due to the lackluster reception of that original Xbox One reveal.
Phil Spencer's a smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think it makes sense to say, yeah, you could get Psychonauts 2 on PlayStation or Xbox, and we don't care how you play it as long as you play it. But if you do decide to play it on Xbox, it's part of Game Pass. You play it for free over here. If you don't want to do that, you can just buy it on PS4. That's a smart business move.
It's a very smart business move.
And I don't think you're going to see Halo on PlayStation right now. That's not at all what I think. But some of these games from a lot of these people that a lot of these companies that they purchased and acquired, or whatever word you want to use, there's no reason not to bring those to other platforms, especially the Switch, because they've got such a strong partnership with Nintendo going right now.
Right.
If it can run on Switch, it should come to Switch.
Yep, and I think it will. I think that's what you'll see. Obviously, you're going to have the Microsoft mainstays. The Forza probably isn't going to Switch or PS4. Same thing with Halo. But yeah, those third-party companies that they've brought in, even though they're part of Microsoft Studios, I think they're in the larger scheme of things, as far as the other systems go, they are going to let them maintain their independence in that matter, and just basically suck up some money. And Microsoft still gets a bonus because, hey, Game Pass, or you get this for that on our system.
I think they need a company like Double Fine needs to put their games everywhere to make the money back.
Right. Yeah.
If you're just on Microsoft, you'll never make them any money back.
Right. You won't.
So I think it makes sense for a lot of these companies to do so. I just think it's nice to hear somebody say what you already hoped they would do.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I would call this the Phil Spencer effect. His plan, I think, all along is to, he talks a lot of shit about, games should be for everybody.
Yeah, he does.
And I think he's put his money where his mouth is.
Without a doubt.
So it's cool. I like Matt Booty too.
That's cool. I
like that there's a guy named Matt Booty that's running Xbox and a guy named Doug Bowser that's running Nintendo. Sony needs to step their game up with funny names. If we don't get a Pete Parappa in there. Or Richard Sackboy. Dick Sackboy.
Dick Sackboy.
Yeah.
That's the one right there. Richard Sackboy.
Yeah, Richard Sackboy. Maybe like a Nate Drake just running things.
Yeah.
Different Nate Drake. So, that's Matt Booty in a fighter jet right there.
Huh.
I don't know what that picture's from. I don't know. Maybe a Ace Combat promo. I just assume everything he does revolves around video games.
Maybe he just got to go for a ride.
Maybe. Or maybe it's was it War Thunder? What's that playing game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or, yeah, one of those.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Know. But shout out to Xbox, Microsoft, Matt Booty, Phil Spencer. I like what they're doing over there. I think you're fucking dead wrong if you think PlayStation is going to do the same thing, though.
Yep.
You're dead fucking wrong if you think they're about to put any of their fucking gems on Xbox.
PlayStation is not, but PlayStation is a different sort of company than Microsoft is.
It's true.
Microsoft does have a lot for the cloud, the tech, the PC, for that breadth of the market, and Sony covers a different breadth of the market where it doesn't make sense to do that. DVD, Blu-ray players, 4K players, TVs. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, and Microsoft is much more diversified when it comes. I think a third of all of Sony's money now comes from PlayStation.
Right.
They can't mess up with PlayStation.
Right. And Microsoft has money coming from everywhere. They really don't have...
What on earth is that?
They're spread very thin, and they have... That is a old-fashioned water warplane, isn't it?
I don't know, but that wheel on the side doesn't even touch anything.
It's not supposed to. I think that's a bumper wheel.
A Grumman duck.
Told you.
Oh, Matthew Booty is into airplanes.
Yeah, he likes airplanes.
Yeah, he does.
Matt Booty likes
games
airplanes. Particularly of the World War II variety.
Now we know why we're getting Flight Simulator.
Yeah, it's all Matthew Booty's doing. Yeah,
it's his mark on the gaming industry.
Yep, that's what it is.
On to the next story. The new, better battery life Nintendo Switches are in the wild.
Yes, they are. I've seen them.
They're available. So, real quickly, the new Switches are in a red box that does not have a hand on them.
Yes.
If you see a hand on the front of the box, it's the wrong one. So they're bright red. They don't have a hand. The old ones have like a hand taking it, like undocking it.
Undocking it. And this one just has it's just a red box with the Joy-Cons in the Switch.
Yeah, so that's the easy way to tell the difference because it doesn't say like with new longer life battery because then they never sell any old ones.
Right.
So they look similar, but you can very easily tell the difference. So those are in the wild. And now GameStop has got a pretty sweet promotion. So before we talk about you getting yours, you see that hand it's like it's undocking it.
Yes.
And it doesn't have the Joy-Con attached. It's really easy. If you see a hand, don't buy it.
That's the easiest way. If you see a hand on the front of the box, that's not the one you want.
Or any box for that matter. If you're buying anything and it has a hand on it, don't buy it.
Well, you can't do that. You'd never buy anything. I'd never buy anything.
Oh, well, I've unplugged my headphones. I can't hear anything. I'm back. So GameStop's got a sweet deal, and we're going to talk about you buying your Switch next. But I want to talk about this deal. It's valid till September 15th. But if you already own a Switch and you're thinking about upgrading to the new Switch, the Switch 2.0, GameStop's got a really awesome deal that it seems to be very complicated.
It's super complicated.
So they're going to give you $275. Is that right? $225.
Yep, $225.
In credit if you trade in your old Switch to the purchase of a new Switch, meaning you only have to pay $75 for the new Switch.
Right.
Here's where it gets a little complicated. You want to be able to keep what's on your Switch. So, here's what GameStop is advising people to do before trading their Switch in. This is from GameStop. I want to be clear.
Yes.
This is not shenanigans I'm telling people they should pull. They want you to go purchase a new Switch at GameStop and keep the receipt. They then want you to take the new Switch home and perform a data transfer. Then they want you to bring the new Switch box and the receipt back to GameStop along with the old Switch that you want to trade. They're going to trade your Switch in for the $225 credit. Then you're going to repurchase the new Switch using the credit to make you only paying $25 or $75.
Yeah.
So basically you're going to buy it, return it, and rebuy it after performing the data transfer.
Which unfortunately sucks.
Why they didn't just say, hey, bring your old one in. We've got a data transfer station.
And they would do it.
They slap a rug down on the ground and say, that's the data transfer center. You say you do it right there on the counter.
Yeah.
I hold the new one, you hold the old one. It's pretty simple.
That's probably how they should have done it.
That way you don't steal the new one.
It's super complicated.
Anyways, if you want to do it for $75, you can upgrade. It sounds really complicated and not worth doing it in my opinion. But whatever. If you need better battery, then it's a great deal.
Right.
Again, that is running until September 15th.
That's correct. So September 15th.
You've got time. I do want to also throw out there that this trade-in also works towards the purchase of a Switch Lite. But you would obviously have to wait for the Switch Lite to come out.
Right.
So you can get the $225 if you trade it towards a Switch Lite as well. So let's talk about you. You've decided to get the regular Switch.
Yes, the regular Switch, the new regular Switch with the longer battery.
OG Switch.
The new OG Switch with the longer battery life.
Now, what made the pivot? You were liking the Switch, light switch.
Mm-hmm.
What made the pivot to the standard Switch?
Well, part of it came down to funds that I determined I was able to come up with in time. So that was part of it. But I determined that I play. I had the PSP Go, PS Vita. I like both those systems. I did play them on the go, but I didn't play them as much as I may have if I could have hooked them up to my TV as well. I'm not a huge mobile gamer, but I want to play a lot of those experiences that are available on Switch. So it only makes sense that if I find a way to come up with the available funds, and now especially since I've got a longer battery life, to get it where I can play it on my TV as well. So that's basically what it boils down to. It just boils down to me thinking more about the logistics of it and determining what's best for me. And the regular Switch is what is makes more sense for me.
Right. So how soon do you think you would get this?
I'm probably planning on getting it sometime in the first couple weeks of September.
So we're close. We're talking 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, we're close. We're close, yeah.
We're within a month. The
basic thing I'm doing is I'm stacking money away. I'm pulling a little bit out because I basically have it all saved in a digital account, so to speak. So I do have to move it back to my bank, but I don't want to actually have to pull any actual money out at that point, So I'm just going to move it over, take all that money out, and then go get it. And plus, I want to save up a little bit for, I want a game, obviously. Hopefully, I'm hoping to find a bundle of some sort. But I also want the screen protector, and I want the, I can't think of it now. The controller.
The Pro Controller?
The Pro Controller.
What are you going with, the gray one or the red and blue?
I'm not really concerned about it.
Okay.
Honestly.
It makes no difference.
It doesn't make a difference to me, no.
Okay.
The gray or the red and blue. If I have the choice, I'll probably go with red and blue. Just because I'd add some color variety in there. But if all they have is gray, hey, cool.
Right. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
And you're still Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 is still going to be your first game?
First game, unless I find one that comes with a game.
Right.
Then obviously that will be my first game.
I don't believe the new Switch is bundled with anything yet.
I don't think it is either. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, Ultimate Alliance will be my first game that I purchase for that.
Gotcha. It's exciting times.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a month, you could be a Switch owner.
Yeah. Who would have thought that, right?
I do suggest the screen protector. Though some people would argue that you don't need one. You may not need one, but there's no harm in having one.
Right.
Gerald's a psychopath. Just let us know he does not have one.
Did you scratch it all up, Gerald?
It's a true roll of the dice every time he touches it.
Living on the edge. You're a risk taker.
Does it have any scratches on it? He says none. I don't believe him. Maybe no hard scratches, but if you turn it like an angle, maybe one of those like light scratches you could see.
Could be. Could be.
I like they told me the same thing about my Apple Watch. I didn't need a screen protector. And if you look straight on, it's perfect. But if you get to the side, there's some of those real light scratches you can see when the light hits it.
Yep.
They're unacceptable. It's pretty much ready for the garbage now.
That's not true. Okay.
He's still saying no scratches.
Gerald's still saying no scratches.
Mine doesn't have a single scratch on it because it has a fucking protection on it. It won't get any scratches.
Fair enough.
So the Switch is inbound for you. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. What's your second game? Have you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've got a couple of different options that I want to get. I obviously want to try Breath of the Wild. I want to play Mario Odyssey. I want to play Mario Kart. I honestly might end up looking online and seeing what some of the stuff is there. DC Universe Online just came out on a Switch this week. Or they announced it this week.
There's a lot of good games for the Switch.
Yeah, there is. So I'm sure after Ultimate Alliance, my first few purchases. Well, fuck you, Producer Gerald.
He wants Dan to pick up Minecraft.
I lost my train of fucking thought now.
Because it's such a good idea.
It's a horrible idea. Fuck you guys. I don't like Minecraft.
You never gave it a chance.
I did give it a chance. I didn't like it.
Came in with a closed mind. Stardew's incredible. It's a great place for that.
I'm assuming a few of my first purchases after Marvel Ultimate Alliance physical will probably be online purchases.
Yeah. It's hard to go wrong with anything Nintendo makes, maybe with the exception of ARMS and 1-2 Switch.
I've heard that those aren't great. Now, I don't know if I'm sold on Labo and all that yet. I'll probably stay away from those for the time being.
I still got to get that Labo VR.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's I need that one to complete the set. I might build a Labo today. Who knows? Now that you brought it up. I'm thinking about relaxing today. I've got stuff that needs to be done. It's probably still going to need to be done after the day completes.
That's true.
Yep.
That's the way to do it. Those are the good days.
I might Labo today. I don't know.
That's what I might
Day
do.
is young.
I'm probably going to watch movies, maybe play games, but I'm probably not doing anything of substance.
Right.
The hardest thing I'll probably do today is go out to get food.
Yeah.
I'm actually home alone this weekend, so
I want to give a shout out to DoorDash, who just really expanded what they'll bring to my house.
Oh, really?
Like a lot, yeah. Almost anything on the strip now will come to my house.
Really? So you can get you some more Charlies.
Get anything. It's fantastic, and it's not even that expensive.
Well, that's good.
It's like $3 for them to bring it to me.
Well, that ain't bad.
It's worth $3 for them to bring it to me.
Right? No, I get it.
All right, scroll back up, Gerald. He's got a list of Switch stuff.
Is this all the Switch stuff? These are just the best sellers.
I'll tell you what, people are losing their mind about Fire Emblem.
I hear that.
Making me think I should look into that. Smash Brothers, Mario Maker 2, Minecraft. What do we got on Road 2? Ultimate Alliance 3, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Not going to get that. Mario Kart, Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, Pillars of Eternity, no. Mario Party, no. Now, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is a real gem.
Not for me.
Cuphead, that's a great, terrible game. Mario Brothers U, you could get that one because you didn't play that.
Right. There's a ton of stuff I didn't play, so.
A lot of good stuff here.
I've got a lot of options.
I'm kind of in that set. Forger right there, I'm into trying it, but when I watch videos, the idea of it sounds great, but then when I watch videos, I don't think I'll like it.
You never know.
I wouldn't mind having Civ. That would be a great Switch game.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be fun. So, I don't know. There's a lot of good options for the Switch. So get that video going. The game sounds great. It's a 2D open world inspired by your favorite exploration, farming, and crafting games.
God, it has no place in my world.
Right, but doesn't that sound perfect for me?
For you, yeah.
But then you watch the video and you're like, I don't know.
Well, then don't take the chance.
It's $20 too. It's kind of high for roll of the dice.
For roll of the dice, yeah. I mean, if it was $4.29, sure.
I'd already own it.
Right.
That's a random price too, $4.29.
Yeah.
What if it's just $4.20?
Even better.
Right. Is this site like broke or what?
Buy two.
I clicked on that video and it like loaded him back to the same page.
Yeah. I guess we're not watching the video.
That's why they can't sell it right there.
It's all right. We can move on to the next story.
You don't want to see Forager? All right, let's scrap that whole thing then.
It's not that I don't want to, it's that it doesn't fucking work.
Scrap that whole segment I had planned. The next story. Nintendo World Championship is going to air on CBS later this month. And I wanted to throw this out there for anybody who didn't get a chance to see it yet, because this obviously happened prior E3 this year.
Right.
But CBS has partnered with television show E-League to bring the championship directly to your TV screen later this month. The Nintendo World Championship Series, which streamed out on June 8th, will air Sunday, August 25th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mm-hmm. 2 more episodes of the series will broadcast a couple of weeks later on September 7th. at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time and September 14th at 12:30 Central Standard Time to complete the trifecta of 3 different times.
Yep. And this year, the World Championships comprise of 3 tentpole Switch games. Those would be Splatoon 2, Super Mario Maker 2, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yep.
Each game consists of set matches and rules, and players compete to be crowned the champion. I actually think, didn't they do this earlier this year?
Yeah, June.
No, it was streamed on June 8th. Yeah. Sorry.
June.
So, yeah, there's other ways to see it now, but I'm not going to go into those because you should watch it on CBS because it's kind of a big deal.
I'm surprised it's not on CBS All Access. They love that thing.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Putting everything on that. Everything. Hey, so we're going to pause here. I have 2 quick stories to tell.
Okay.
Both completely unrelated to this show.
Awesome.
One of them I meant to tell a couple weeks ago. One of them's relatively new.
Those are my favorites.
So last week after the show, I went out there and I turned the TV on because usually I don't wake up early enough to eat breakfast before, so I eat after. So I went out there to get some breakfast. I turned the TV on, and I don't know what channel I had it on, but whatever channel I had it on was showing the Drone Racing League.
Interesting.
The DRL. And let me just tell you, what I thought drone racing was and what it actually is are 2 way different things.
I believe that.
First off, I didn't realize they do what appears to be 200 miles an hour.
Oh, that's sweet.
And they just like retrofit like they were using like a stadium, and they built like this course that you fly like in and out of the stadium, and at one point they like shoot over the top and like swoop down like into the field and shoot through a tunnel. And there's like 5 or 6 of them all racing at the same time. And see how it's all like neon and lit up and shit?
Mm-hmm.
And they're not flying like reacting. They are flying based on memory, like memorization of the course.
Really?
Because it's too fast. There's no way they're reacting in real time. Like, they know where the turn is. They can't worry about what everybody else is doing or what position they're in. They're doing it based off of their memory of the course.
Interesting.
And they smack into each other and they wreck, and it is insane.
Huh.
And they're all flying with the goggles on, and they're in these like racing seats that are unnecessary.
Oh my God.
And
now you lost me.
NBC, it was on NBC. Look at this. I want to get some, this video is kind of choppy, but you can't understand the speed. See, they go so fast they're not even like upright. They're facing all the way forward.
Yeah.
They're going so fast. It blew my mind. So if you ever see that, you should watch at least 30 seconds of it so you can be like, see, that's the fat shark that they wear, the helmet. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I was driving down the road on the interstate, and I looked at my rearview mirror, and I'm like, what is that car? That's a badass looking car. So you ever slow down a bit?
Yep, so you can see a car.
Yeah, I'm going to let this bastard get by me. I want to see what this thing is. So it goes by me, and I'm like, I don't even know what that is. It's crazy looking. Read the back of it. I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Get home, I Google it. It's a fucking Kia.
Really?
Which was very embarrassing for me. But I want to pull up a Kia Stinger GT.
A Kia Stinger GT. Oh, not bad.
Let's get a profile shot. I don't know if the GT makes a difference. It said GT on it. It's a good looking car going down the road.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a.
So it's that gray one right there. You see third row.
Third row.
That one. That's what it was. I didn't see the driver because I was distracted. It's got like a BMW looking front end.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Producer Gerald saying he's got a cornhole buddy who owns one of these. Maybe the one I saw even.
Yeah.
It's a good looking car, and I was super embarrassed when I got home.
Why? Because you didn't know what it was, or because you like?
Because I was balls deep in a Kia. Click that red one over there. Let's just see what the red looks like. That's just kind of looks like a car from right there. It's a good looking car though, and I don't even think that I knew that a Stinger was a thing. I don't think I'd ever even heard of it. I definitely had never seen one. But yeah, it looked great going down the road, and yeah, look at the back of that thing. It's a good looking car. Let's see if we can get a price on it. Let's see what the MSRP, the suggested retail price of a Stinger is. I'm going to say 30, 38. I'm going to say right under 40K. What is that? 33. Man, coming in at a hot deal. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, cheaper than an Optima. Dan has abandoned us. We started talking about cars, and he just left. The thing's really got a BMW front end on it. It's got the little side scoops. It looked good in person. That concrete gray color that it was in was nice, too. Really liked it. So it's saying that it gets 365 horsepower. Looks like they're bragging about how it's better than a lot of performance manufacturers. Better than BMW, better than Porsche if you're an asshole. 0 to 60 in 4.7. Yeah, it's a good looking car. But yeah.
Do you think you need one?
No, I don't need one. They're $33,000 though, not too bad.
That's not a bad price.
I was just see, look at that orange. Look how good that looks.
It does look good. It's got a mean looking grill.
Yeah. If you would have stopped me on the interstate and stopped it where it was at in my rear view, and you said, I'll give you $200 if you could just pick who made the car, I would have lost that $200.
Right.
I never thought it was Kia. So I wanted to let people know that I made a mistake.
Nah, Kia's come a long way since...
Yeah, if you showed me that and said that Kia's going to make that one day, I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Remember when they first came out with their little baby Sorrentos?
Yeah, look at that.
Way back when. We're talking, what? Almost 20 years ago now, right?
Yeah, they've gotten fancy. And, a lot of... There's not really anybody who just makes shitty cars anymore.
Not really, no.
Yeah, everybody makes nice cars. Dude, the Genesis stuff...
Yeah.
Is crazy. And crazy expensive.
Yeah.
They spun Genesis off into like a high-end luxury brand. Yeah, they're crazy.
It's a good-looking vehicle, though. I'll tell you what, some of those Tiburons look good, too. When they're kitted out just right.
Mm-hmm.
Them things look badass.
Yeah. They don't make bad cars, man. Nobody makes... Well, I mean, they make shitty cars, but nobody exclusively makes shitty cars anymore.
Right. It's not like
some companies specialized back in the past in making shitty cars.
Right. Like DeLorean?
Yeah, like Kia. But no one just makes shitty cars anymore. Daewoo.
Ooh, Daewoo.
Shout out to Daewoo.
Woo.
Man, wow. Where'd they go?
Suzuki?
Yeah, they don't really make much. Neither does Mitsubishi anymore.
Not much, no.
They make that Genesis Cross, whatever that thing's called, and they have like an Outlander or something.
Do they still have the Outlander?
Eclipse Cross and the Outlander. I think that's the only two cars they make.
Interesting.
Lancers. I don't think they even make those anymore. All right.
The Evos?
We're going to get back into games, and we're going to get back in Nintendo because they have unveiled a new color Switch Joy-Con controller. I'd said a lot of words there. A new Joy-Con.
A new color for Joy-Cons.
Yeah, not a new Joy-Con. It's green.
It's
They're exclusive.
Yeah, it's kind of a... It's not like a cool green, though.
Oh, I like it.
It's almost like a pea. It's almost like that pea green.
Oh, no, it's a good green. Look at that. That's a good green. That's like a fresh broccoli green.
I'm not super into that green.
I like that green. It's not hyper green, but it's a solid bright green.
Before long here, we'll get into some colors I am into.
So these are exclusive to Best Buy. And they come out October 27th. You can pre-order them right now. Let's not forget that we're also getting a blue and neon yellow pair and a purple and neon orange pair October 4th. So new colors inbound. But I like that green a lot. That would look good as your standard Switch.
I'm not really super into it. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me.
We're going to stay on that controller talk because Sony unveiled 4 new colors as well. One of these holding a special place in both of our hearts. And the 4 new colors are as follows. We have titanium blue, rose gold, red camouflage, and electric purple.
Ooh, right there.
And
that's
damn
the
that
one.
purple. Mm-hmm.
Electric purple. I'm all in. I'm hard. I'm chubbed up right now.
The red camouflage is no good because once you set it down, you'll never find it again.
That's not. If it was
That's
regular
camouflage
I would say yes.
That's how camouflage works.
But not the red camouflage.
Rose gold
only
is
if you
what
set
it is.
it down in hell.
Rose gold is what it is. We've seen that before. We've seen a metallic pink controller before.
Yeah.
I like the electric blue, or whatever they call it, the titanium blue. It's got a nice look to it.
It's got a nice metallic look to it.
But nothing compares to this purple.
To the purple.
It's so damn good looking.
Well, you guys know I'm a purple guy anyway.
Yeah, purple being pretty much my favorite color as well. It's a damn good looking purple.
But it's the right purple. It's not like the super light neon style purple. It's
purple ass purple.
It is just purple. It is a good purple.
They're going to be $65 US, more expensive if you live in Canada. On top of the new controllers, they're also going to have a redesign for like the 400th time PlayStation Gold headset that will match the Rose Gold Dual Shock.
Important note about prices real quick. I have a question for you and Producer Gerald. Every Walmart I go into up here sells all color controllers for $45.96.
I don't think that happens here. I think they're all like 65.
Everyone. It doesn't matter what. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to pick one of these up for $45.96.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that doesn't happen here.
But it's you can go there and there's all the different colors and they're all $45.96. Been like that for a year or so. Which is good because I feel a lot better about smashing my controllers now.
Right.
Which I don't do that very often anymore.
So I text a picture. Go ahead, Producer Gerald. What colored controllers do you have?
Oh, I have. Have I owned? Do I own now?
What's left?
I have the gold. I have. Wasn't there? There was a digital camo one style. Mm-hmm. And then I have just a black one and a red one. I
have the black ones. Then I have the Nate Drake, the Uncharted one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one I play on most of the time is the Berry.
Okay.
And I love the Berry. Love the Berry. That Mitsubishi thing won't go away back there. It's just staying. It's just staying on here. They make a lot of cars. Fuck them. We're going to talk about controllers later on too. Those are coming back around.
Controllers are coming back around?
What color do you play on, Gerald? Black. Oh, look at that green. Whoa.
Like that.
That's fake. That
is fake. It's not a
black
real
market.
One.
It's bootleg.
Bootleg black market. See that one right there on the right? That's I have that one.
Oh yeah, you lose that in the snow too. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that Berry down there though, bottom row, second one. Woo.
Yeah.
We lost it. She's gone. There she is. No, that's a damn good looking controller.
I don't like it. It's too
It's too perfect.
I'm not a fan of that.
Sometimes when things are too perfect, it turns people off.
It's not even a thing.
It turns people off.
Not even.
Speaking of turning people off, the new Need for Speed was revealed. Need for Speed Heat.
Nice. Well done.
They showed off a revealed trailer along with a date. It will launch on November 8th for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So after Ghost Games is making this, after the 2017 Need for Speed Payback.
Yes.
This looks like...
welcome to Palm City.
It's got a Hot Pursuit vibe to it.
It does.
It's got an underground vibe to it. It's real Need for Speedy, though.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's got a storyline. It looks like during the day, it's kind of like, customize your car. It's got a Fast and the Furious vibe. Then at night, it's like there's cops everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot of running from cops, it looks like. It looks fine. It looks like a game that in a year and a half you'll be able to pick up for $9.
Yeah, but it won't be one that I'll be picking up. I've never been... Well, I can't say never. Underground. For me, Underground was the pinnacle for the Need for Speed series. Or maybe it was Underground 2.
Yeah, Underground was great.
It was one of them. I think it was the first Underground.
EA was quick to get out and say this game would contain no microtransactions. However, there will be paid post-release DLC. Mostly in the way of car packs, but they will also offer a unlock pack, I guess, to keep you from having to enjoy the game to get everything.
Yeah, which unlocks... Yeah, I don't even know what it unlocks. It's confusing.
Yeah, so... I don't know. This game's out there if you want it. Maybe they'll show a trailer that changes my mind, but as of right now, it looks like Need for Speed. Make a Burnout Paradise, damn it.
And if you pre-order it, I think you get the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X.
K.S. edition.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
I don't know. I don't know what it means either.
That's a weird view, though. I can't even really see it.
You can't see much of it, no, but it's got a neon green white style look.
It's got
to
a
it.
splitter right on the front. It's cool looking. Yeah, looks cray-cray, as the kids say.
What did you do?
Speaking of loot boxes,
this is
the physical loot box, Loot Crate, is fucked. They have filed bankruptcy. And here's where the story gets super interesting. They have filed bankruptcy. They are for sale right now. You could purchase them. You could acquire a loot box. But the crazy part is, LA Times is reporting that they currently owe $20 million worth of unshipped merchandise to people. So if you buy them, not only are you purchasing a company that has failed,
but you're purchasing all their debts.
Right. And this is kind of a weird thing for me. I think Loot Crate was a cool idea.
Well, yeah, okay, go ahead.
But where they went wrong was the 47 different crates that they offered each month. There was like a sock crate and a shirt crate and a gaming crate and a wrestling crate and a fucking Knight Rider crate and a taco crate. There was a crate for everything. And that means you have to have too much product on hand, too many different things going out to too many people. Less would have been more here. I like the idea of a standard loot crate and maybe a video game loot crate, and that's it. And they got too big for their britches, I think, and this is what happens.
Yeah, they basically overreached their boundaries. They reached outside their boundaries. I agree. They should have stayed smaller. Maybe 4 different crates. Maybe like a TV crate, video game crate, movie crate.
I mean, look at that, though. There's Batman crate, Firefly crate, Marvel crate.
Yeah, they had tons of them.
It is insane. They were also very expensive. As somebody who did the gaming crate for too many months.
Right.
It was like $30 a month.
Yeah.
It was way too expensive.
Yeah, they just... Yeah, exactly what you said about inventory and such. They basically just stretched themselves too thin. Owing $20 million worth of unshipped crates to people, yeah, I feel like I would have... It does, but I feel like I would have heard more about that somewhere because I follow these types of things.
You would think that if they had $20 million worth of purchases, that they would be in good shape.
Right.
But I don't know how much people were making there. You know, what Loot Crate did in the beginning was take basically unsold pop culture merchandise and put it in a box and give it to you at a discounted price.
Right.
It's a win-win for everybody. But then they branched out into all the exclusive stuff.
Mm-hmm. And the newer stuff, and it was no longer like overstock. It was stuff they had to purchase to put in their crates.
Yeah. So the real question is, do you think they'll do a bankruptcy crate? Just whatever they got left on the shelf.
No.
There's no.
Not
every
happening.
crate's different.
Nope, not happening.
You're like, this one's got a roll of packing tape, it's a bubble wrap, and a pencil in it.
Yeah. All right.
This has got the tears from an employee.
I got a package of paper clips and a manila folder.
Tears from an employee.
Sweet.
In it. It's a pink slip in this one. Somebody's retirement in this one. It's a sad day for all the people who worked at Loot Crate, but this is unfortunately a thing that happens, and I just think they got too big for their britches.
It's a thing they probably should have been able to keep in check and saw coming, but maybe that's not a concern. Who knows?
So much for the Gamestitch crate.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be full of disappointment. Now what are we going to put in there?
The good thing is it's free.
Yeah. It's free. What is this? Is there a clearance section here?
Oh, yeah.
Even if something's a good deal, wouldn't you be terrified to buy it from them right now?
Yes.
Like, am I just throwing that $4 away?
Right. Because really, are they going to ship these crates out first, or ship me my clearance socks?
Yeah, how long do I have to wait for my Tetra socks? My Tetramino socks. Last story, and this is more of a PSA. Gamescom opening night. I wanted to give you the start times because Jeff Keighley is teasing a very big opening video game reveal for Gamescom. And I think everybody is there. Nintendo has a stream going, Xbox is there, and even PlayStation is going to make an appearance. So the start times for Gamescom, it is August 19th. So if you're listening to this when it comes out, then you're still good. If you're listening to this after the fact, you're probably screwed. But it's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific time, 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, and that is August 19th. So look into that if you care about Gamescom. If not, just catch the recap online. But Jeff Keighley's teasing a very big opening announcements.
I guess we'll see. We'll see what it is. Pay attention, folks.
I like old Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, I like Jeff.
He's a son of a bitch, but I like him.
Is he a son of a bitch?
I don't know. Seems like it.
I think you're just making stuff up now.
He's a son of a bitch for sure. Oh, that's going to do it for the news.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, man. This chair is not comfortable.
Sorry.
You don't want to be too comfortable because then you relax, you know.
I'm cool with relaxing.
You don't want to relax when doing something that's serious. That's it for the news. So it's time for shout outs. Remember, if you want to shout out, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch and support us at the $10 tier over there, just like Zach and Thomas did. Now I'm going to start with Thomas because he sent me a shout out this morning. It's new. It's fresh.
Okay.
And it ties in to exactly what we were talking about.
Okay. Excellent.
The first half of my shout out is to this sexy ass controller. Now I want to get you a picture of this.
Which one?
I gotta move. I got the window pulled up where I can see you, but it's over top of me.
Gotcha.
It is the translucent.
Oh yeah.
DualShock 4.
Yeah, not bad.
Looks real good.
It does look good.
It looks real good. So that's the first half of his shout out. The second half is a question.
Okay.
He said, I have a first gen PS4 with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. She's been good to me. But over all the years of dust and rough roads where I take her, she started having a lot of issues. They're not game-breaking issues, so to speak, but she's on life support, if you catch my drift. I'm wondering if it would be worth it at this point to upgrade to the PS Pro and retire this one, or should I wait till the PS5 drops and go from there? So that is his question. He's got a family member that's playing out on him.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to know if he should shoot for a Pro or if he should wait for the PS5.
I think we're close enough now. I say you let it limp along on life support and wait for the PS5.
Let's operate under the assumption that the PS5 will hit holiday next year.
That's the assumption I'm working under.
I think if you treat the PS4 and baby her the way she deserves, I think you can make it that long.
I do too.
They're very solid systems. Blow it out. Get that dust out of it.
Get some compressed air.
Yeah, blow it out. And, maybe pack it nice when you're going on those bumpy roads.
If you're having hard drive issues, maybe pick up an external. You can get them pretty cheap now for like $60.
In theory, it would work on PS5.
Right.
And for anyone listening, Thomas isn't an asshole. He works in a desert.
Right. Yeah.
Right. It's not dusty because he's an asshole. It's dusty because it's dusty. I want to clear that up.
Right. Because that's the environment.
Right. Or anyone's like, well, just take better care of it. It's not what the hell we're talking about.
That's not what he's talking about.
Right. He works in a fucking desert. So it's going to get dusty, and it's bumpy because there's no roads.
Right.
And if you're like, well, don't bring it, well, you're a piece of shit.
Right, because
you're going to bring it.
Never tell anybody that they can't take their own stuff that they bought and paid for.
I'm going to bring it.
Right. Exactly.
If your solution is don't bring it, then I need to talk to someone else.
Right. Then shut the fuck up because that's not a solution. You're just part of the problem at that point.
Yeah. So I think you should wait. I think you should baby the one you have now. I think it can make it. I believe in it. I think even if you decide to retire it, he says retire it to the home. So he's not talking about getting rid of this thing.
Right. He's talking about keeping it.
Yeah, which is the right call. Never get rid of it.
But at this point, I think we're close enough to the release of the PS5 that you limp along with it. That's where I'm at in it. I think you baby it, you limp along with it, and I think you'll be okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough because we're more than a year away.
This is really like the worst time for that
the
question.
Worst.
You know?
Right. It is the worst time to have an issue with your PS4.
If it was 6 months ago, fuck it, get a Pro.
I'm just going to tell you...
6 months from now, wait. No, but now it's like, well, you got to treat her real special and try to wait. Yeah.
I'll tell you, if it's me and my PlayStation goes out tomorrow, I buy another one. But only if it goes out.
Yeah, only if it stops completely working.
Right. If it's just a little wonky, if it sounds like a diesel, that's okay. But if it goes out, I go buy another one. What am I supposed to do for a year?
Right.
Right? I've got to have...
I agree with you 100%.
If yours went out today, would you just not get a Switch and go get another PS4?
Yes.
Yeah. It's what you got to do.
Yeah. That's why I always like to have a little bit of backup money, too.
Yeah. The car payment can wait. You got to go get a Switch.
Never know. No. See, that I don't want to do.
Fuck rent. I need a PS4 Pro.
Right. I don't need somewhere to live. I need somewhere to play games. Oh, wait.
What's the point of having somewhere to live if you can't truly live?
What's the point of having games if you got nowhere to play with?
Starbucks, bro.
Starbucks? What TV am I hooking up to? What TV am I hooking up to?
One of those portable DVD players.
No. That'd be such a horrible experience. That's a worst solution ever.
So I say wait. Dan says wait. Gerald, what do you say? Gerald says go for it. Go for the Pro. The voice of reason. Our next shout out comes from Zach, and I don't think Zach shared one unless he shared it with you.
He did share one with me.
Okay.
His shout out it was more to me than the show, but he wanted me to know that his nephew is very much enjoying the Xbox One.
Did he use his nephew's name?
I don't think he did.
Because we could give him a proper shout out if we.
We could get him a proper shout out if he give us his name. He may have at some point. I'm not always really good at holding on to emails.
Shout out to Zach's nephew.
Shout out to Zach's nephew.
The one that should not be named here.
What?
Hey,
just call him Voldemort.
Yeah. Look, there you go. There's a portable TV that holds your PS4.
All right.
Producer Gerald found it.
Come on, guys. Fuck off. Really?
That's fine. So right now, Amazon has a sale going. If you buy a PS4 Xbox game, you get 1/2 off on select games.
Yeah.
I don't know when it ends, but I just wanted to bring that up in a non-structured way also.
Buy one, get 1/2 off?
On select games, yes.
Yeah. Well.
Might be something you're after, is all I'm saying.
I'm still looking for Days Gone for like $20.
Days Gone is on there.
Not for $20. Depends
what you buy the other game.
No, it's not how that works.
It could be half off.
It's not. Okay, Mr. Never been in a retail store in my life.
Well, if you bought the other one for full price because you were good with it, you could get Days Gone for $20.
No.
They have the collector's edition of Days Gone up too. Because Days Gone, I think, is like $30. So if you do half off, $15.
It's $30 now?
I think it's $30 on there.
I probably shouldn't have said anything because I really don't want to play it that bad. Now $15 doesn't sound like a good deal.
I'll play it for $20.
I need it for $1.42.
Yeah, you want that Fallout deal on there.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to be able to. I found this deal through another website that took me over to it, and it had the list pulled up. I don't know how one actually finds. It's $37.99, so it's $20.
Yeah.
Look at that collector's edition for $100.
Don't need that.
It comes with what's his name?
Deacon St. Lawrence, whatever fuck his name
Deacon St. Pierre, whatever. He's got a real douchey name.
Yeah.
Deacon St. John.
That's what it is.
Golly. Click on that first picture. Let's see what comes with a statue of him by his motorcycle. or motorbike, as some people call them.
It's a motorbike.
It comes with 3 color motorbikes, a dynamic theme, and an early unlock to Monkey Wrench. The game and a steel book. It looks like an art book, some patches, and what are those little things over there?
Pins?
To the right, those pins or patches? What's that above those? Where it says Days Gone. That's a patch that you put on your cut.
Yes.
But what's that behind them? Is that the box that the patches come in?
Coasters, maybe?
Oh, coasters.
I don't know if it's coasters or not.
So why wouldn't it be coasters? They're perfect for a motorcycle. They're pins. They should be patches. Oh, maybe it's the soundtrack. 4 decals and so on patches. It's everything.
Those are like stickers.
Not a bad deal for $100.
No, if you're into Days Gone, it's not.
Yeah, if it's the hottest game ever made.
That's what I heard.
So hot.
I'm so hot.
That game is it's still like top 10 for money made this year.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to enjoy it. I'm not sold. I want to be, but I'm not.
I'm sold for $20. Get at me, Sony. Get at me. That deal may or may not be going, but there was a list of games you could do it with, and there's some okay games on there. Dragon Quest Builders 2 was on there. So yeah, and Days Gone was on there, and some other stuff.
There was other games too.
They also have if you buy Mario plus Rabbids and Starlink for the Switch, I think you get both of them for like $30 right now. The pair of them.
No, that's a pretty good deal too.
Yeah, I saw it, and I thought that's a pretty good deal. But I don't remember if that was Amazon or not. That's it. It's all shout-outs, all the news.
That's it. We're all done.
If you want to find us on social media, we are at @game_stitch. I am at Podcast Ryan. Dan is at Shirley Stan, and Gerald is at Hoffin Show. If you want to shout out, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch. Subscribe to the $10 tier, and you could be just like the 2 gents that we just had on here. Just like Thomas. Just like not Howard. He sucks. Just like Zach, just like Thomas. Our friend Howard sucks as a person. Let him know. He's at, what's he at? At DirtDauber14 on Twitter. Let him know he sucks. No context, just say you suck. He'll appreciate that. Don't even tell him where it's from. Don't tell him who you are.
No.
Just you suck.
You could tell him you're going to take his bag.
No, because then he'll know where it came from. I just want him to think people think he sucks.
That's true. Just
without any context. Right. That's going to do it for us. This has been episode 344. Look at that monkey. He's got bad teeth.
Mm-hmm. Most monkeys do, I believe.
They got a brush. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Goodbye.
Good night.